The internet didn't just notice the photos. It stopped, stared, and split right down the middle the moment Brittany Mahomes appeared in a bikini that seemed to challenge every unspoken rule about fame, motherhood, and modern glamour. What should have been a simple vacation snapshot instantly turned into a full-blown cultural debate, with critics calling it too bold, too revealing, and somehow too much, while supporters saw nothing but confidence, beauty, and a woman owning her moment without apology. Before we dive into the full story, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to Iconic Looks Daily for your daily dose of celebrity glamour, transformations, and unforgettable looks. Brittany Mahomes has never lived quietly in the public eye. From the very beginning, she's existed at the crossroads of sports royalty, business ambition, and unapologetic self-assurance. Long before she was recognized globally, she was a competitive athlete, a disciplined performer, and someone deeply familiar with hard work and scrutiny. So when her life expanded under the brightest spotlight imaginable, she didn't suddenly soften herself to fit expectations. She amplified who she already was. That energy is exactly what radiated from the now viral bikini photos. Set against a backdrop of sun, luxury, and effortless summer glamour, Brittany appeared relaxed and confident, wearing a bikini that highlighted her athletic frame and fearless sense of style. The cut was daring, the fit sculpted, the look undeniably striking. It wasn't accidental. It wasn't careless. It was intentional, the kind of look that knows it will be seen and doesn't flinch. Within minutes, the reaction machine roared to life. Supporters were quick to praise her confidence. Comments flooded in admiring her physique, her glow, and the way she carried herself with ease. Many pointed out that she looked strong, healthy, and radiant, the result of discipline, not shock value. To them, the photos were empowering, a reminder that confidence doesn't disappear with age, marriage, or motherhood. But Outrage has a way of moving faster than admiration. Critics accused the look of crossing an invisible line. Some questioned whether it was appropriate. Others framed their discomfort around her role as a mother, a public figure, or a so-called role model. The word adult was thrown around repeatedly, as if confidence itself needed an age restriction or moral approval. And just like that, a bikini became a symbol. What made the backlash so intense wasn't the swimsuit, it was what Brittany represents. She embodies a modern kind of womanhood that refuses to shrink. She's athletic yet glamorous, maternal yet bold, polished yet outspoken. For some, that combination is inspiring. For others, it's unsettling. This wasn't the first time Brittany Mahomes sparked conversation with her appearance. Over the years, she's become known for fashion choices that don't play it safe. Whether she's stepping out in form-fitting evening wear, sharply tailored game day looks, or sleek vacation styles, she gravitates toward pieces that emphasize confidence and strength. Her style doesn't whisper elegance, it declares it. And that declaration has consequences in a culture that still struggles with women who refuse to dim their presence. The irony is that Brittany didn't seem to be seeking attention at all. The photos felt candid, relaxed, almost carefree. There was no exaggerated posing, no performance for the camera. Just a woman enjoying her surroundings, comfortable in her skin. The reaction, however, revealed more about the audience than the subject. Why does a woman's confidence still provoke outrage? Why does boldness invite judgment? Why does society celebrate male athletes' physiques while policing women's bodies with moral commentary? As the debate spread, fashion voices began weighing in. Style analysts noted how the bikini complemented Brittany's athletic build, emphasizing strength over fragility. The clean lines, the confident posture, the way she carried herself, all of it aligned with modern luxury aesthetics. This wasn't chaos. It was control. Fitness experts added their perspective, pointing out the dedication required to maintain such conditioning. To them, the photos reflected commitment, not controversy. A body shaped by training, discipline, and consistency is something to respect, not shame. Cultural commentators took the conversation even further, calling the backlash outdated. They argued that the outrage stemmed from old expectations, the idea that women must transition into invisibility after certain life milestones. Brittany, they said, shattered that narrative simply by existing unapologetically. And through it all, Brittany Mahomes remained silent. No defensive captions. No clarifications. No apologies. Her silence was perhaps the most powerful response of all, because confidence doesn't need explanation. Those closest to her later shared that she was unbothered by the noise. She loved the look. She felt good. And for her, that was enough. That mindset, calm, assured, unshaken, is what truly separates fleeting attention from lasting presence. What many forget is that Brittany is not defined by one role. She's not just a partner to a superstar. She's not just a mother. She's not just a public figure. She's a former professional athlete, a businesswoman, and a co-owner of a major sports franchise. Her identity is layered, powerful, and self-built. The bikini photos didn't change who she is. They simply revealed how uncomfortable society still becomes when women refuse to conform. As days passed, the outrage softened, but the images lingered. They continued to circulate, not because they were shocking, but because they captured something magnetic. A woman standing confidently in her truth. A moment that refused to be forgotten. In a world obsessed with controlling narratives, Brittany Mahomes reminded everyone that you don't need permission to exist boldly. You don't need approval to feel beautiful. And you certainly don't need to explain confidence to those who fear it. Because style isn't about fabric. Confidence isn't about validation. And iconic moments aren't meant to make everyone comfortable. Sometimes, they're meant to start a conversation and leave a mark long after the noise fades.